my name is Aurora Solis. I am a PACT leader. I first got involved with PACT because I was concerned about the safety of my 9-year-old son. Drug dealers were invading my neighborhood. So I went to a community PACT meeting at my church. I remember Police Chief McNamara was there. He offered to send police officers to help us keep our neighborhood safe. I went to a follow-up meeting, and I remember asking the PACT organizer, "And how long is this going to take?" He said, "We are here to work with you and help you solve the problems in your community. You can be here as long as you want to. We will work together." Well, 30 years later, I am a proud PACT leader.
Hi everyone, my name is Christian Ollano, a recent graduate and proud PACT leader. Why I got involved with PACT was because rent here in the Bay Area was and still is too high. Friends and family were being pushed out, pressured, their voices of concern and help often ignored, and I wanted to apply what I learned in college as an urban studies major to affect change in my community. So a question came up to my mind. I was wondering why, in one of the richest areas in the nation, in the world, why there are still thousands of people out there living out on the streets at night, and countless more living in the fear of eviction in overcrowded spaces. I really believe that adequate housing, everyone should have, to give opportunities to people to not just thrive, not just survive, but to thrive. And I saw through PACT an opportunity to have that idea come to life.
I am Reverend Jason Reynolds, the pastor of Emmanuel Baptist Church. I stand in for Diana, and I would love for us to hear her words. It says, "I first got involved with PACT this past summer because of my overwhelming feelings, knowing that my Black and brown sisters and brothers risk their lives each and every day, simply due to the shade of their skin. We are currently at the peak of this injustice, and the time has come to stand up. When I connected with PACT, I quickly realized that this was a group that was determined to create change. Now, I'm not just sitting around waiting for change. With PACT, I am a part of building stronger relationships between police officers and the community."
Through PACT, I have learned to speak up, to speak with others and invite them to create great changes in our community. I have become a leader. When I first started, I was afraid to speak English in front of a large crowd. And now, here I am. Woo. I have chaired many community meetings, and I have given testimony to our city officials at the City Hall. But most importantly, my work with PACT has been talking with people in my community, listening to their concerns, and inviting them to work with PACT to make significant changes in our neighborhoods.
So what have I learned through PACT? Many things. But one key thing that I learned is that the people united will never be defeated. That across race, socioeconomic backgrounds, cultures, religion, PACT has cultivated a passionate and energetic team of powerful leaders, and I'm proud to say that I'm part of that strong team, one that will not yield, one that will not stop in the face of opposition, but will see a brighter day.
Please allow me one more chance to read Diana's words, and you will understand why I say that in a moment. Through PACT, I have learned that as a teenager, I can really have a voice and the power to do something. Generally, as youth, we feel inferior and essentially powerless. But it's really empowering to have the support of adults who work with us as partners, rather than making us feel like we're too young or inexperienced to actually have an impact. When they asked me to chair a meeting, I thought, whoa, me? I can actually have a leadership role in making real change for safety and justice for myself and my community.
Because of PACT, I have been part of creating many positive changes on many issues that affect my family and my community. One of the things that I have been most proud of is to stop preventable foreclosures that were pushing families out of their neighborhood and devastating our neighborhood. We got the city to create a foreclosure helpline so that public dollars were moved from the big banks that were causing the crisis. And we helped with the state homeowners' Bill of Rights.
Through PACT, I've been involved with an energetic and really passionate team that's trying to create more affordable housing here in the Bay Area, the core housing team with PACT. We, alongside other members of the larger Silicon Valley Renters' Rights Coalition back in April, we worked and pushed our city leaders to fight and fix this housing crisis, this crisis that has already pushed out thousands of people, longtime Bay Area residents, out of the region. The pathway to change is one full of bumps, windy roads, and roadblocks. But we're continuing to work with our elected officials and community leaders alike to make sure that we have a more affordable and stable San Jose and Bay Area region for tomorrow.
If I may speak for myself this time, with PACT, I've been able to work with the beloved community, which is a diverse group of clergy and non-clergy alike, working to make our communities better. We embarked on this on King's birthday, believing that his full goal was a place where injustice wasn't there. And one of the biggest injustices that we saw was that between community and police, especially of minority, Black, and brown people. We came together to work on it. We've seen the implementation in SJPD with body-worn cameras. We've worked with them for procedural justice and training processes, and we're even still working with our IPA and a lot of things happening now to make sure that we can have a safe community that has both love for the officers and officers with love for the community.
Now with PACT, I am excited to be working with voter engagement. There is so much at stake in this election. As PACT leaders, we are most concentrated on our measures and propositions that affect our neighborhoods. For example, affordable housing, healthcare, schools, and many others. We are working to help community practice their power of their vote. It is inspiring to see students in our neighborhood with their parents practicing canvassing in our neighborhoods, door knocking, and teaching the community how they can make a big difference by being involved in voting this year. It's not about us waiting for somebody to make the changes. We are making the changes.
Now I'm working with PACT to register people from communities often and historically underrepresented in elections. With the help of a growing an energetic team of canvassers who actually at this hour are out there right now getting people from all different backgrounds registered to vote. We can help the community realize the strength of their voice. We've been demystifying myths and getting people engaged to help them be more civically knowledgeable. PACT's on our way to register over 2,000 new voters here in Santa Clara County alone. People coming from all different backgrounds, as I said before. New voters who are community college students, who are people who are formerly incarcerated or homeless or recently evicted. People woke by the realization that their votes collectively can and will make change. We're in the middle of an election season of a lifetime, and by engaging people who are often left out, I believe we can achieve more than we have ever imagined.
I too am working with PACT on the voter engagement, connecting with communities that are both disillusioned, some that are hurt, and some whose voices have not been fully heard. And I believe that this is an occasion. Often it is said that it's only before it gets the darkest that you can see the beauty of the brilliance of the stars. And I believe this political landscape is one that allows the brilliance to really shine through. As we vote, as we work together, I'm looking forward to see what we'll be able to accomplish through PACT.
We are PACT.
People acting
In community,
Together.